Man, what's up? What's cracking? What it do? Esse, homie, or another reaction. We're not gonna do no music video today. We're gonna do like a little documentary. It's the disrespectful death of G Money. For y'all that don't know, G Money was a upcoming artist from Baton Rouge, same as NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy was underneath him, and then as soon as NBA YoungBoy started getting his little fame, they started dissing each other. And sadly, G Money passed away. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do today, man. Y'all ready for this? Before we get started, subscribe to the channel. Go get your food, your drinks, whatever you're gonna do, man. Go do that. Come back and just post up and just watch this shit, man. Let's get it, man.
Sparked a wild beef that left a lot of bodies on both sides. G Money is still getting dissed even though it's been years since he was murdered, and now there's some crazy news that could turn Baton Rouge into an all-out war zone. In February 2024, rap fans were shocked when the news broke that G Money's grave had been destroyed in his hometown of Baton Rouge. His mom told reporters that
The
she didn't know
disrespect
why
is
someone
getting
would do that
crazier
to
and
her son's
crazier,
grave,
man.
and
Damn,
she
these
wished
these
everyone
young
would just put
motherfuckers
the
is
guns
crazy,
down and do
boy.
something else with their lives.
I was more mad
That's the
than I
mama.
was hurt because I couldn't understand. Why was somebody to do something?
Have you guys ever heard of G Money, man? You guys ever heard of him rap talk? The mama sounds just like the boy, man. They sound just alike, man.
I'm glad they dead. Like the Wu as kids, they're dead. Rest in peace. You don't bother nobody's dead. You don't do that. Stop the violence, please. Put the guns down.
It's wild, man. That's
and leave
wild.
people's graves alone. I mean, find y'all something else to do.
G Money was killed all the way back in 2017, but there's a reason he's still getting dissed like that today. His beef with NBA YoungBoy changed the entire city, and a lot of people have no idea about the crazy details we're breaking down today. But before we dive into how G Money got killed by the same dudes he used to rock with, we gotta explain the street politics of Baton Rouge a little bit. Baton Rouge has always been a wild place, but the gang violence really started popping off in the early 2000s. And another legend from Baton Rouge played a big part in it, Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie was one of the first rappers from Baton Rouge to really make noise in the industry. Back in the 90s, Boosie linked up with another rapper from the city named C-Loc and joined his crew, Concentration Camp. Boosie dropped his first album when he was just 17, and from there, he kept going up. Every album he dropped was doing better numbers than the last one, and by 2005, Boosie had enough buzz on his name to sign a major deal with Warner Brothers Records. The success brought a lot of jealousy too though, and it allegedly got one of his best friends killed. Boosie was super tight with another rapper from Baton Rouge named Lil Ivy. Ivy came up in the streets just like Boosie.
They call that the
wanted to
Boosie
make
cut.
it in the industry and leave the trenches behind him. Ivy started a record label called TBG, aka Top Boy Gorillas, but he didn't blow up like Boosie did. According to rumors, there was another rapper who wanted to sign Lil Ivy, and Ivy asked Boosie to help him close the deal. It's not clear exactly what went down behind the scenes, but Boosie allegedly refused to help him out, and just a few months later, Ivy was dead. On April 2nd, 2005, Ivy was actually supposed to link up with Boosie at a club in Baton Rouge. Boosie left the spot early though, because Ivy and some other homies allegedly got into a fight outside the club, and Boosie didn't want to get wrapped up in the situation. Then a few hours later, someone pulled up next to Ivy's whip when he was leaving the club and started letting off shots, killing Ivy and his two homies. There were rumors that Boosie was involved with the shooting somehow, but there's no evidence to back it up. Nobody knows who really took Ivy out,
Crazy,
but after
man.
that, TBG became one of the most known crews in the city. There are a lot of different sets in Baton Rouge, but all you really need to know is that TBG's main beef with YoungBoy and his NBA crew was a set called BBG, or Bottom Boy Gorillas. When YoungBoy was around 15 years old, he started hanging out with G Money and the rest of the TBG crew. YoungBoy was best friends with G Money's younger brother, and eventually he started rapping with G and the rest of the crew. G Money was building up a lot of buzz in the city and wanted to bring everyone with him on the way up. But behind the scenes, there was some drama inside the crew. Everything could have been squashed and sorted out back then, but instead, both sides started sending shots and the situation turned deadly. YoungBoy was just getting started in the rap game, but allegedly didn't think he was getting enough shine from the crew, and that's when he split off and started NBA with his brother OG33 and some other homies. Before he left TBG, YoungBoy dropped his first mixtape with them called Life Before Fame. After he started his NBA label, YoungBoy dropped his Mind of a Menace mixtape and allegedly sent the first shot to TBG by.
That's crazy, man. Envy, jealousy, all that shit plays a big role, man. And it's always between the youngsters, bro. Like they can never, you know what I mean? They can never help each other up, man. They always gotta go against each other. They always gotta, you know what I mean? They gotta push each other up. Like it's crazy, man. Crazy.
calling him
Fight
jealous
that
for
shit
his
out.
success. On the intro to the project, he rapped, "I got a name, I'll fight for fame." That's when they started to envy. Live to get rich, that's how I'm living. Screaming fuck who be dissing. Then YoungBoy made it clear whose side he was on in the streets too. His cousin Boozilla rep BBG, and they had been ops cause YoungBoy was rocking with TBG. According to rumors,
Still
Boozilla
wanted to
actually
murk
wanted
him.
to kill YoungBoy back in the day, and G Money allegedly rapped about it on the track Industry when he said, "Pussy,
That
you
was
should
a
be
yo. That song right there was cold, man. Industry was a cold ass song, bro.
ashamed. I know what's up with you, nigga. I never fuck with you, nigga. I would've bust for you, nigga. I put my trust in you, nigga. Now I can't fuck with you, nigga. Had me looking for your cousin, he wanted to kill you." There are a lot of rumors about what went down between Boozilla and YoungBoy, but after YoungBoy left TBG,
Their
he
own
squashed
family trying to
everything with
murk
his
each
cousin
other, man.
Boozilla
It's
and got
crazy,
tight with
bro.
him. Nobody at TBG was sending shots yet, but then YoungBoy dissed him again on the intro to Mind of a Menace 2 and rapped, "I started with some niggas about a year ago, but they ain't live up to the shit that they'll talk. But now I'm in it. I'm my own boss. Now every nigga around me NBA, they running for more money, more problems, time to go to war. I feel it's you or me. I ain't trying to go." It turns out that it wasn't just industry beef between YoungBoy and G Money though.
She was
G Money
personal,
started
man.
hooking up with YoungBoy's sister back when YoungBoy was still rocking with TBG, and YoungBoy sent a shot at G Money over the situation on the track Change when he raps, "Fuck a nigga, I won't show no pity. Thuggin' hard, me and Lil Mistress. Lord bless them, cause they both scarred. They won't speak on fucking my sister." He also name dropped TBG for
Damn.
the first time and said, "That's the only thing that's not my vision. It's at the corner. I forgot to mention, YoungBoy, not TBG. NBA, it's a way of living." By that point, YoungBoy was just sending disses on songs and nothing had actually happened in the streets yet, but that was all about to change. On November 2nd, 2016, YoungBoy's cousin Boozilla was shot and killed. Before he died, Boozilla was beefing with a dude named Dusa who reps a crew called Forever Loyalty. Forever Loyalty is tight with TBG, and on the track Forgive Me, Boozilla sent a shot at Dusa and rapped, "Dusa be scared walking through the South." Then just a couple months later, Boozilla was killed, and rumors said that Dusa and the Forever Loyalty crew were involved with the hit. That's when everything really changed in Baton Rouge, and bodies started dropping like crazy. Just a couple hours after Boozilla died, YoungBoy and two of his homies went sliding into op territory and let off shots at some dudes they thought were
They
involved
be
with
having that
Boozilla's death.
big ass artillery,
YoungBoy
man.
was allegedly hanging out of the
At a
clip
young
letting off
age.
shots with an assault rifle, and during the shootout, his homie NBA Joe ended up getting hit in the neck. YoungBoy and his homies crashed their whip and had to leave Joe in the car leaking from the bullet he took, but it didn't take the cops
Damn, man. Imagine that shit. You going do a little side drill. You get popped and your homies just leave you there to die. Or, you know what I mean, to get caught up. They don't even take you to the hospital, nothing. What kind of is that, man? Your homies will leave you dying, bro, without a second thought. That's wild.
on to catch up to all of them. But just one day after the shooting, YoungBoy dropped his tape, Mind of a Menace 3, and took more shots at TBG on the track What You Saying when he rapped, "I don't give a damn about what they doing. This my fucking city." Sending shots on Instagram, telling me to kill you. Nigga said, "What about TBG? I ain't owe him a penny." A couple weeks later, the cops booked YoungBoy for attempted murder, but
Or
that
wanted
didn't stop
everybody to
the
see his
beef from
throat.
heating up. And that's when G Money really started putting a target on his back that ended up getting him killed. While YoungBoy was fighting his attempted murder case after sliding for Boozilla, G Money linked up with Pablo El Chapo for a YoungBoy diss track called WNBA Smoke. G Money finally clapped back at YoungBoy after all the disses YoungBoy had sent and rapped, "I keep that stick on me. I got your bitch on me. She really real. Play with me, I send a blitz, homie. God get him and make sure you get his click, homie. You end up missing whenever you drop a diss on me." Then G Money linked up with Scotty Kane on the track Ain't Gon' Ride and rapped, "Heard a nigga dissing, but he tripping. How the fuck I'm supposed to zip him when he posts his shit on Insta?" When G Money started rocking with Scotty Kane, he took the beef
You
to
know,
another
the
level.
information on Instagram,
YoungBoy and
bro.
Scotty were cool back in the day.
I mean, that's what they all do nowadays, man. That's what they do now. They talk all that craziness and they say what's gonna happen on Instagram, on social media. So if anything ever does happen to them, they know who to look after because it's already been said on the gram. You know, they can't. They gotta keep that. on the low when you're gonna do some shit like that.
and have music together. But then they started beefing, and Scotty allegedly pulled a pistol on them when they were in the studio together. Pablo El Chapo claims he was there when it went down.
But I do know, little young boy, when niggas pulling rods on your bitch ass, you was crying in that motherfucking studio, nigga. I saved your motherfucking life, nigga. I told my youngin', man, let that nigga slide, bro. That nigga crying, man.
And I think NBA YoungBoy did say that shit on the song though. He did say, "Yeah, you guys caught me. I was crying, but he's still with it, some shit like that, man." But hey, YoungBoy admitted that he was crying.
Crying in front
I
of
forgot what
his
song it
family,
was.
slide. He ain't about that gangster shit.
Scotty also dropped a diss track called NBA Smoke and rapped, "You pussy cause you had a nigga around just for protection. You two-faced it, might be a rat, and you scary. A nigga killed your dog, and you ain't see about it or check it. Hold up. And you came riding every nigga dick just for the feature." YoungBoy clapped back and pretty much confirmed what went down in the studio on the track Who You Supposed to Be.
There you go, right
He
there.
rapped, "You down with that burner and ain't used it. What's that supposed to be? Bitch, y'all took D. Not one of y'all can say y'all took YB. Tears falling down my face, still letting them know it ain't no hoe in me."
He admitted it right there though.
Guilty to a lesser charge in the attempted murder case. And when he came home, he went straight back to sending shots at G Money and TBG. On the track Ride on Them, he rapped, "I heard a nigga said what? You know what it is. Boy, you gonna get your head bust trying to stunt for real. These niggas making diss songs? Come on now, boy, be real. AI YoungBoy be the reason that your dog killed. I speak this shit, I live this shit. We do this shit for real." After the track dropped, G Money did an interview with Say Cheese TV and took a lot of shots at YoungBoy.
Yeah, that little nigga was like my little partner. He used to be like my little brother. He stayed with me and everything.
Yo, he sounds just like his mama, boy. Straight up, that's crazy. Look like her and sound like her. That's that's you know that's your kid.
You know, like everything was
Rest
still
in
all
peace though.
good until he
I like his
started,
music.
you know what I'm saying, like doing his own thing, getting him a little buzz, getting a little money. He just got the big head and just started like in it, like the feelings he been feeling.
That's what happens. You get that big head, bro. You think you against the world.
That out once he got a name and got from down here.
G Money said it wasn't anything too major, but then he took another shot and told Say Cheese
he met about his sister too though.
About his sister?
Yeah, I had fucked her a long time ago. He wasn't really tripping on it back then, though. You know what I'm saying? He be calling me big brother. And
bring that shit up, though, you know?
He just let that fame and shit get to his head. Now he feel like he just this new nigga, whoever he supposed to be, whoever he called himself.
After G Money did the interview, the beef with YoungBoy really kicked off. They started sending shots at each other on Instagram, and G Money told YoungBoy he's not impressed with him.
Truth don't impress me, man. You hear me? I know real money, man.
Then YoungBoy clapped back and said G Money knows where he lives and to stop playing on Instagram. That's when G Money dropped the most
They both playing on the
disrespectful track
Instagram.
yet, Industry. On the song, he aired YoungBoy out and raps, "Yeah, a nigga with the gang. All you pussy niggas lame. Sneak dissing on them songs, now that bullshit entertain. I've been trying to maintain, trying to stay in my lane. I don't do it for the fame." Then he sent another shot about YoungBoy's sister and said, "Your sister swallowed nut, so I never kissed her. But I fuck with her, so I never dissed her."
Damn.
Money even said he couldn't kill YoungBoy
Damn.
because G knows his mom, Sharonda, on the line. "You a bitch. I know the real you. You Sharonda's son. I can't kill you. Never let a nigga steal you. Switched up, I can't feel you." But later in the track, he warned YoungBoy
shit.
to stop dissing him and rapped, "You can't pay a nigga to come fuck with us. If a nigga try, he gon' bite the dust. He get out of line, I'ma light him up. Killers on my team, streets know. Y'all niggas worse than damn hoes. Play pussy and get exposed." G Money kept the pressure up and dropped a remix of Bodak Yellow a week later. He sent more shots at YoungBoy for switching up on TBG and rapped, "I don't know why he hating. Guess he mad about a bitch. All y'all used to claim TBG. Look how you niggas switched. How the fuck you got a bag if you always on my dick? And hoes be messy as hell. I did this shit by myself. NBA, I think I'm Steph." Then G Money went live on Instagram and called
So you
NBA
think he's
YoungBoy out
Steph?
again.
A shooter.
1 month you got on a TBG shirt.
Then next
1 month
month-
you got on a YFN shirt.
Then the
1
next
month you
month-
got on a
NBA shirt. 1 month you got on
you run from your partner.
a YMM shirt.
G said he couldn't beef with anyone like that. And then one of G's homies told YoungBoy,
How you think you can go against me? How you think you can do that? You won't survive. Come on.
G was putting a lot of pressure on YoungBoy, and he wasn't
Yes,
done
he
yet.
did, man. Cause
G went
YoungBoy
live and started dissing him
still out
again.
here, and
And
my
I'm
boy
living on
D.
shit, you hear me?
Sadly
Everything you
gone,
got with
man.
a deal, I got this shit without a deal, man. You hear me? You know, 30 plus on my neck with no deal, nigga. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. My boy, they were going back and forth at the end of the day, man. And White B still out here, and my boy D Money gone, man. And so all that talking, man, sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not. But in this case, uh, I see what happened, man. Sadly.
Yeah, for real. Driving in $100,000 coupes and shit, man. Yeah, with no deal, boy. You better stop playing and stay in your place, son.
And that's allegedly how he ended up getting brutally murdered. According to rumors, YoungBoy's manager Big Dump put a bag on G Money's head after he started clapping back at YoungBoy. G Money obviously wasn't worried about it though, and when he went live to diss YoungBoy, he was standing in the same spot he would be killed at. G Money was always recording at a studio on Dallas Drive in Baton Rouge, and that's where he went live dissing YoungBoy. He was basically letting the ops know where he was kicking it, and that's how they got the drop on him. On September 9th, 2017, G Money went to the studio to record a feature for someone. His baby mama was pregnant at the time, and they had just bought a new house together for the family. Early in the day, G was helping her move stuff to the new crib, and later they met up again for lunch. Early in the day, his baby mama was pregnant
I don't know y'all saw that, but it kind of like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna shut the hell
at
up
the
there.
time, and they had just bought a new house together for the family. Early in the day, G was helping her move stuff to the new crib, and later they met up again for lunch. G was supposed to go back to their house and move more stuff, but then he decided to go to the studio to take care of a feature he was supposed to record. G Money's mom called him that night and joked about wanting a new TV, and G told her that he'd take care of it and send his girl over with the new TV. His mom told him she wanted G to come himself though, but unfortunately, she never got the chance to see her son alive again. After G finished recording at the studio on Dallas Drive, he walked out the door and the shooters were waiting for him. There are videos of G in the studio that night just a couple hours before he died, and rumors say that's how the ops knew where to find him. As soon as G Money walked out the door, the ops started letting off shots and left him dying right outside the
Where's the
studio.
people at though, man?
His homie Fat
See that shit be tripping me out, bro. They're always with people. They always show them armed up and everything, man. But every time you hear about one of them getting shot up at, it's like, where's your homies at? Where's all the artillery you be having showing on Instagram? Your homies be on Instagram showing all that with you. Like, where they at that point in time? You know what I mean? Like, you should never be alone like that, man. You know you got beef. You can't be caught like that by yourself, man. Like, where was all his homies at? Where was all that artillery they be showing? That's sad, man.
Chapo was in the studio with him, and after he heard the shots, he ran out and saw G Money on the ground. He called 911 to get an ambulance out there, then he called up G's baby mama and let her know what happened. G's
I
mom
look
and
different.
baby mama
Feel
both
it
rushed
different.
to the scene.
Picture the
By the
first.
time they got there, the cops already had everything roped off, and they weren't allowed near G Money. The paramedics did everything they could to save him, but G Money was tragically pronounced dead at the scene. After the news broke about his death, fans went to the scene and found a bloody pillow on the ground next to where G Money was killed. A photo of
You
the
know,
crime
NBA
scene
YoungBoy
went
is still
viral.
dissing
That's when a
him
bunch
with
of
that
rumors
pillow.
started flying that whoever killed G Money threw a pillow at him and said, "Go to sleep." The rumor got even more popular after YoungBoy dropped the track Step on Shit in 2020 and rapped, "Who that is? Kill the witness, say the word, and they gon' blitz him. Ain't got no words for no bitch. I pull that stick out on a nigga. Like lay your bed, I throw the pillow. The police after all my niggas." A lot of
Shit.
people were spreading the rumor around, but then other people hopped in
That
and
pillow
pointed
line
out that the
crazy, man.
paramedics
That's like
probably just put
letting
the
them know
pillow
you
under
was there.
G's head while they were trying to save his life and forgot to get rid of it after his body was probably just put the pillow under G's head while they were trying to save his
They don't
life
be
and
putting
forgot to get
pillows
rid
in
of it after his
ambulance.
body
Don't
was
bring
taken
out
off the
pillows,
scene.
man.
Baton
And they
Rouge
leave. They don't
already
leave
had a
them
lot
there
of
for real.
violence in the streets, but G Money's death changed everything, and it wasn't long before his homies started sliding for him.
Oh, bang,
G
bang.
Money was Fredo Bang's closest homie, and Fredo said he just broke down in tears when he heard the news about the shooting.
When I hear that from him, I dropped the phone. I start walking towards my bunk, and I just broke down on the bunk, and I just broke down in tears.
Fredo was in jail when it went down, but he was on the phone with G Money just a couple hours before he was killed. According to Fredo Bang,
a lot of people don't know the only reason G was in Baton Rouge was because he was waiting on me. I was supposed to get released.
Fredo was supposed to be released the weekend after G got shot, but the cops thought there would be even more bodies dropping if they let Fredo out right after his best friend got killed, so they kept him locked up for a few more months. G Money was like a brother to Fredo, and on the track Dog Gone, Fredo Bang rapped, "That's when I got a call that my dog gone. Too many tears, my eyes just couldn't hold. I broke down, looked up to God, like why it had to happen. Don't understand. About my nigga, I'ma make it happen. What makes the situation
You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, man, what do you think is gonna happen? Either side was gonna lose somebody after all the this and they talking about all the life threats. Eventually, somebody was gonna take it really serious and go do that work. You know, that's a lifestyle a lot of people choose, and that's the consequences to it, man. And it's sad.
even more tragic is that G Money was really about to make it out of Baton Rouge. He had a lot of buzz on his name and was making moves in the industry. And G Money told DJ Small's Eyes,
You know, due to the fact I wasn't really taking rap as serious as I am now. Like, you know, because I wasn't paying attention to like what I really got going. Like, I got a real impact on a lot of people's lives. Like, I got a lot of kids fans. Like everywhere I go, the kids love me. Like, everywhere they see me, they want to take pictures. Like, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. And I was really, like, I wasn't paying attention to that. Like, to now, like, I'm like, man, I really, like, I really got something going on.
G Money's mom said he was getting ready to leave Baton Rouge and had talks with major labels. But unfortunately, he never got the chance to reach his potential. But even though he knew he needed to get away from Baton Rouge, G said,
I mean, you should move out of Baton Rouge, but you ain't supposed to turn your back on Baton Rouge. I wouldn't turn my back. I'd get him down here.
He had a lot of plans to get back to the community and bring everyone with him on his way up, but he was killed before any of that could happen. G Money's death was a massive loss for Baton Rouge, but nobody knew back then how crazy the streets were about to get. As soon as G Money died, rumors were flying that NBA was behind the hit. YoungBoy's homie, NBA Lil Pap, eventually went down for the shooting and got sentenced to 5 years after taking a plea deal. But Lil Pap still claims he
5
wasn't the
years?
shooter. According to reports,
5 years
Lil
for that?
Pap was there when it went down, but he wasn't the one who pulled the trigger. And Lil Pap isn't the only one who says he's innocent. Even Fredo Bang said that the cops got it all wrong. It's not clear who actually killed G Money, but YoungBoy kept dissing him after he died. A month after the shooting, YoungBoy dropped the track Pour One and rapped, "Remember smoking weed with your little brother. Matter of fact, nigga, I used to call you my big brother. Then you did some foul shit and had sex with my sister. Then threw it in my face in front of people on Insta." TBG wasn't gonna just let it slide though. And a few months later,
How to
they
get my
allegedly
plate.
caught the dude who put a bag on G Money's head. On May 4th, 2018, YoungBoy's manager Big Dump was chilling on the block when two shooters rolled up and started letting off shots. Dump was killed on the spot, and a woman who was standing next to him got hit too, but made it out alive. Dump allegedly paid to have G Money killed, and that's why two TBG affiliates named Lit Yoshi and Boulevard Quick
Hey, they was scared
allegedly
of Lil
slid into
Yoshi
his
though.
hood and killed him.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think they were really scared of Lil Yoshi. Cause Lil Yoshi was putting in work. He was hunting them down, bro. He was hawking them down, bro. But until he got caught up. That's my opinion.
Boulevard Quick was really tight with G Money before he died. He was locked up too when G got killed, and he said that he stomped out YoungBoy's brother, OG33, behind bars when he heard the news.
G had just died, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucked up. You hear me? 3-3 in the dorm with me. He had just came to the dorm that night. That morning, I walked up to his bed, woke him up, punched him in his shit, stomped him out. He shitted on himself and told and checked out. Told the people he cannot.
We gotta know if that's true or
me
not, man.
or
Is that
Fredo
true?
Bang.
Y'all let me know. Is that true?
Boulevard Quick got out of jail. He hopped in the booth and started sending shots at YoungBoy. He dropped a track called Never Lacking, and at the end of the video, he told YoungBoy,
"Pussy ass nigga, I don't hide behind money, nigga, cause I ain't got that much, nigga. So I'm in the field, nigga."
Boulevard Quick also dissed YoungBoy
I ain't got
on
that much
Instagram,
money. I ain't
and
hiding
then
behind
even YoungBoy's mom, Sharonda, hopped in the beef.
it.
She
Ooh,
was
shit.
on IG Live, and someone said that Fredo Bang and Boulevard Quick were
Oh, that's NBA mama? Alright.
gonna get YoungBoy, so she clapped back and
Fredo Bang and Quick wants to get YoungBoy.
She on the
Fredo
gram though
Bang
like a
and
youngster, man.
Boulevard Slow.
Boulevard Quick responded,
That's crazy, man, how they mamas be on there, bro. How they mamas be on there just trying to get clout and, you know what I mean, and just making this shit worse. Look at FBG Duck mama. She was on there like trolling everybody that had something to do with her son's, passing. Bro.
and said that YoungBoy's mom looks
Mama's
like a
playing
dude.
young games.
But Sharonda got right back on live and kept dissing him. Around the same time, Fredo Bang was finally out of jail and started sending shots at YoungBoy too. YoungBoy had a track called War With Us, and on Fredo's track, Shooters on the Roof, he referenced the track and rapped, "Shit, we want the whole gang, not just one or two." He like, who want war with us? And I'm like, what it do? You know I'm with the move. I'm stalking while you posting pictures. I got niggas won't get with you. Fredo also took a shot at YoungBoy's manager, Big Dump, on the track, lot of smoke, and rapped, yeah, I put a nigga on his back. You heard me? You know I'm smoking on a fat nigga. You understand me? And we ain't dumping no ashes. You heard me? Fredo Bang and Boulevard Quick were putting a lot of pressure on the NBA crew. But then in November 2018, NBA allegedly clapped back and left another body dead in the street. Boulevard Quick was found shot to death outside of his apartment in Baton Rouge. Rumors said that Fredo was trying to get him to leave the city, but Boulevard Quick stuck around too long and ended up getting killed. According
NBA
to
putting these
rumors, a
motherfuckers
dude YoungBoy
down,
was
huh?
tight with named Duty Black
TBG dissing the hell out of NBA YoungBoy, but it looks like the other side is putting in the work. That's crazy, man.
knew somebody who lived in the same apartment complex as Boulevard Quick, and that's how he got the drop on him. Duty Black was never booked for the murder, but he ended up getting killed a couple years later, and Fredo Bang posted a picture of Boulevard Quick on social media the day it happened. And YoungBoy allegedly rapped about Boulevard Quick's death on the track Uncharted Love when he said, do dirty work and fucking Timbs. We'll leave the mark above the rim. You was like my brother. Why the fuck you crossed that line? Blew that fat bitch mind before he tried. Not an army bigger that won't slay me, oh I. Guns to your head, we let that smoke float to the sky. And on the track Impact, he allegedly raps about Boulevard Quick dissing his mom and said, look, you get caught slipping, then get killed. That's how it's supposed to be, nigga. Spoke on my mama, I ain't want talk. I end up killing a nigga. Boulevard Quick's death was another big loss for TBG. Lit Yoshi was one of Boulevard Quick's closest homies, and they allegedly killed Big Dump together. After the ops caught up to Boulevard Quick, Lit Yoshi went on a crazy shooting spree and almost took out TBG's main op. On May 12, 2019, YoungBoy was in Miami to perform at Rolling Loud. That morning, he actually tweeted his location out and said, you can be anything, we gonna put that iron on you. Lit Yoshi was already in Miami, allegedly looking for YoungBoy, and he called him outside his hotel. Both sides started letting off shots, and YoungBoy's girlfriend ended up getting hit. Luckily, she survived, but an innocent dude got caught up in the situation and was
Always the
tragically
innocent people
left
that
dead
get
on the
caught, man.
scene.
It always happens, man. They have beef with each other, they start banging it out, and there's always the innocent people that get killed, bro. The aim, these people, they don't have no aim, man. Innocent people be lying on this shit.
Then in March 2020, a dude who was cool with NBA named T-Baby was brutally killed inside his own crib. T-Baby was allegedly related to Big Dump, and one night while he was sitting at home, someone walked up to the front window and started letting off shots. T-Baby was killed on the spot, and his mom got hit too, but luckily she survived the situation. Nobody was booked for killing T-Baby, but rumors say TBG was involved with the hit. Then just a week later, their side took another loss when an OG named TBG Dutch was shot and killed. Around the same time, Lit Yoshi was allegedly still sliding on NBA and allegedly shot at YoungBoy's homie, NBA Michi. Lit Yoshi claimed that Michi was snitching on him and posted paperwork on Instagram to prove it. Michi called the story cap, but Lit Yoshi clapped back in the video and said Michi was a rat.
NBA Michi is a rat. You heard what I said? That ain't the paperwork saying exactly what he said, but that's the paperwork saying that you's a victim. You said something and they need you to back up on my court date because they don't have nothing on me.
But Yoshi wasn't just talking crazy on Instagram. And a week later, he allegedly tried to kill NBA Lil Pap and Michi for real. According to reports, Lit Yoshi was
Lit Yoshi was savage, bro.
When they caught Lil Pap and Michi and started letting off shots. Pap and Michi both made it out alive, but after the shooting, Yoshi posted a video on Instagram dancing in the whip with 7 Hardaway and was allegedly wearing the same clothes that were captured in the surveillance video of the shooting. The feds finally caught up to Lit Yoshi in 2020, and in 2022, he pleaded guilty to attempted murder and assault charges and ended up getting hit with a 15-year sentence. Before he was booked, Yoshi slid on ops one more time and was involved in a shooting where 2 kids got hit, but luckily both of them survived the situation. NBA and TBG were tearing up the whole city, and the beef was getting bigger on social media too. At the end of 2020, Fredo Bang and NBA both announced they were dropping new projects on the same day. After Fredo found out YoungBoy was dropping too, he hopped on Instagram and clowned him over it. YoungBoy clapped back in an Instagram video and told Fredo to dig all 3 of his brothers up.
Bitch ass nigga, go dig all 3 of your brothers up with your scary ass. You a bitch. Stop running from me. I ain't in no competition with you. Stop writing me. You a hoe.
Then Fredo responded by dissing Big Dump and saying he needed an extra large coffin.
Talking about dead partners and shit. It ain't like I'm on this bitch talking about Fat Boy and that extra large coffin he got.
When NBA YoungBoy's project came out, he had even more shots for TBG. Before he died, Boulevard Quick sent a diss at YoungBoy and told him to watch the news. So on the track Dead Trolls, YoungBoy dissed him back and raps, "That nigga dead. Tell me, did he move?" All that he said was, "Watch the news." Talking turning out, he done turned to 2. It was 2 victims, ain't make it through. It looked like the war between TBG and NBA wasn't gonna slow down at all. But then out of nowhere, the situation took a shocking turn. In December 2022, news broke that NBA YoungBoy and Fredo Bang were linking up to put on a toy drive for kids in Baton Rouge. Fans were shocked at the news, and a lot of people thought it was a fake story. Fredo and YoungBoy both lost a lot of homies to the beef, and situations like that pretty much never get squashed. But it turns out that toy drive was real, and Fredo Bang was even spotted talking to NBA YoungBoy's brother, OG33. And a couple months later, Fredo Bang told DJ Vlad that YoungBoy and him got on the phone call.
Did the 2 of you get on the phone together?
We talked.
Fredo didn't go into detail about what they talked about, but he told Vlad the situation was never that serious, and people on social media just hyped it up.
It's never been a problem. Social media hype stuff up. I might say something in my song, he might say something in his song. And sometimes, you know, as artists, we might try to challenge each other. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you feel me? But it was more so of us, how can we show that it's never been a problem from the start?
Fredo obviously wasn't going to air street business out in an interview though, and it looks like the beef never really got squashed. YoungBoy and Fredo might have cooled off for a minute and did something good for the kids, but in 2023, YoungBoy allegedly took more shots at G Money on the track Bitch Let's Do It when he rapped, "I'ma get him bust up, he fucked up, don't tell me nothing, I'ma get your head bust, little nigga, all that fucking stunning. They gonna lay his head on the pillow if we creep up on him." And in the video for the track, YoungBoy laid his head on the pillow on the ground to clown G Money.
When the crazy ass boots, man.
After that.
I guess when you get to that point where you have so much money and you don't know what to do, you just buy the craziest fucking outfit and just, you know, rock the hell out of it, man. And them boots is wild, bro. Those like construction concrete boots. But yep, they probably cost $1,000.
But now the war might get even worse than
they
ever.
Cost like, those boots cost like $25. We use that shit for concrete.
G Money's grave getting vandalized has everyone in TBG ready for action. Fredo posted on Instagram and said whoever did it was begging for payback and told him to claim it so he know who they are. Then TBG One Theezy said,
"Man, bro, let me know who did it, man, so I can put them in the wall next to my partners."
And G Money's brother Slim hopped on Instagram and said, "Y'all not tired of dying yet, huh? And y'all not gonna claim it, so everybody gone." This and that ops has been getting more popular in the rap game ever since Chicago drill blew up back in the day. But messing with someone's grave is a different level of disrespect. What's crazy is that this isn't the first time G has been disrespected like this. Back in 2020, there was a huge mural in Miami for Boulevard Quick and G Money. Then some local dudes came
man. That's
through
some
and
talented
destroyed
artists.
the whole thing.
Oh shit!
After it went down, Fredo just said that there are a lot of misguided dudes out there who are lost.
I pray for all the
That's crazy, man.
They lost out here. They lost.
But this time it looks like he's way
That's
more heated.
crazy. That was a dope ass mural too, man.
But now that G Money's actual grave got messed with, the situation in Baton Rouge could pop off again any day. Hopefully nobody else loses their lives over this beef, but it's clear that the dudes in TBG aren't gonna let it slide if they catch whoever did it.
Alright, man, there y'all go, bro. That was a crazy ass little video, man. That's a lot of disrespect going on, man. How you gonna bust a mural like that, man? For real, that's just wild. But that's dissing, and nowadays they don't. There's no limit to what you could disrespect, or mess with, man. As long as you get popular, you get clout, you get, you know what I mean. That's all that matters to these youngsters nowadays, man. Hopefully everything changes and everybody ends up alright at the end of the day, bro. So we only got one life. But yeah, let me know. Hit the comments. Should I do more of these types of little videos, reactions, and shit? You know what I mean? Y'all let me know, bro. But until then, you homie that essay. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, TikTok, Instagram. and all that good stuff. You know what I mean, subscribe, Cash App, donations, better material.